Carl from CWD. Back in the garage again for the change, eh? Right, so a couple of things I'm going to cover today. One of them, I've had a couple of customers ask me about testing the water. They've been goldfish pond keepers, and they want to keep koi now, so they want to know how to use the test kits. We've had, I think we've sold about 7 jump guard kits over the past 2 weeks, which is quite a lot. Quite a lot of people have said that they've had fish jumping, or they've just upgrading the pond, and they're worried that they don't want to put fish in because they want to fill it all the way to the top, and they're fitting a window, so they want to make sure the fish aren't jumping out. If you do have a window in your pond, like I said on, I think I said on the last video, the fish, we think, well, because no one knows what a fish thinks, but we think that the fish think there's water on the other side and they can jump to it. And if you've got any water parameter issues, kind of links in with testing your water, then the fish might think it's better, jumping out, because if you're in a room that's too hot, you're going to try and get out of there, or if you've got toxins or something in the air, you're not going to want to stay in there long. So that's the thought behind it. So what I'm going to do is I've got one of the stainless clamps. So this is what you get with our jump guard kits. We don't have jump guard kits set up because everyone's pond's so different and everyone wants them all different sizes. So if you just message us and say I've got, well, I'll flip you around. I'll show you actually how to measure it. So this is a piece of glass I've put in. Obviously it's what I had on the other pond. I mean, you can barely see it really, can you? And this isn't OptiWhite, this is just standard clear, so that means it's got the green tinge. But when I do it, I'm going to have it with OptiWhite, and you're not going to be able to tell there's glass there. Well, you will, but it's crazy, but it is a lot clearer. It's just this edge here, because this is really clear, this point here, and you can see there's a slight difference there, but there's pretty much no difference with the low iron glass. So it's a bit too long because this is off the other pond. It's a bit of a bodge job, just something to sit there, because I'm worried if I have an ammonia spike or anything with it, could have new pond syndrome or whatever. Even though I'm testing twice a day, fish could try and jump out, and if they do, that side they're going to be all right. This side possibly could be an issue, but they're most likely to try and jump out here. So this will just knock them back in. This has got 3 clamps on, 1 at this end, 2 at the other side, and I can whack that. It'll wobble a bit, but it's it's nice and sturdy. We do also have corner clamps. They've unfortunately all sold out, but they are just a right angle on the inside, a right angle on the outside, and then you use an Allen key on here, and that just squeezes it all together nicely. Also, I'm gonna do a mug giveaway that links in with a discount code. So I did say I've not kept on top of it. I've not been too consistent with the discount code, so I'm sorry about that. I had someone message me saying, "What's the current discount code?" And if I'm honest, I completely forgot about it. So I'm gonna have 2 discount codes this week. The first one is going to be PIPA, which is PIPPA. And that will give you 20% off my pond MS300. So if you're going to be installing a pond window, if you want to have a goal line in your pond with it, if you're fixing a leak in your pond, whatever you want to do, or you just want to have a mess around, you get 20% off with PIPA. And if you use code Penelope, you'll get 10% off pond kits, so sleeper pond kits with or without windows. Use Penelope. 20% off MS300 if you use PIPA. So that'll be active from tonight up until Sunday midnight. So there's a nice little discount for you. Thank you very much for subscribing, watching me talk nonsense. So I'm going to show you these little clamps. So with each clamp, it comes already screwed together, and you've got a little thing in the middle there. So obviously a piece of glass can't go through there. So what you need to do, you take these 2 screws out that are already in. I've taken them out just to make the video easier. So these split. That's what they look like when they separate. That, just chuck it in the bin. You don't need it unless you've got holes pre-drilled. You don't need it. So don't worry about it. And then these 2 pieces here, they just kind of slide together like that. So they just slide together. If you're screwing this into timber, you can have a problem putting this on. That just means you screwed this in too tight. So if you're having trouble, just make sure, just loosen it a bit. Doesn't matter if it's slightly wobbly, because this isn't the only one holding it in. You're gonna have, you know, about 4 per piece of glass. 2 on a very small piece, 3 on, you know, a piece that size, which is about 1 metre. You'd have 2 in the middle, and then you'd have corner clamps either end. So yeah, how you do it? Firstly, make sure you've got the right screws. So with this, you need to make sure that screw can go in there. When you lift it, you know, you need to make sure that it's actually going to hold it down, because if you've got a smaller screw head, that's just going to pass through and it's not going to do anything. So that's the first thing you need to make sure you've got. So then when you're ready to fit it, so on this one I've just screwed them randomly because it's only a temporary measure, but what I'd do is on this whole length here I'd have 2. So I'd have one there, and then I'd have corner clamps, because all the ones at the bottom are doing really, because you can't stop this flex in the middle, you can only stop it here, and putting another one there is not going to really do much. So what I'd do is I'd measure at that point to that point, and I'd do it in the middle, and that'd most likely look the best. If that doesn't, because it's very easy to see how it works, you just use this one on its own. And you can stand it on its own and go, you know, and stick the other one over there, and you can stand back and have a look and think, right, that's good, that doesn't look good. Now you can go from that point to that point, stick it in the middle there. You know, actually, I'll move my mug. I think that looks better, being in the middle of that point to the inside of the coping there. I reckon the middle of there would look best. So that's what I do for that. For this side over there, I just measure from this point to this point, the internal length, and then split it into thirds. So 1, 2, so I'll have a clamp there, and then I'll have a clamp there. I think that'd look best. But it's completely up to you. As long as you've got, for every metre, you've got one of these, and then normally add 1. So if you've got a 3 metre piece of glass, I'd have 3, and then 1 more, so you'd have 4. So that's normally how I calculate it. But it's very easy. All you do, you measure in from how far away you want it from the inside of the coping. So if you want yours about 5 centimetres in, like this one, all you do, bring it in 5 centimetres, screw it in. Then once it's screwed in, you put the little rubber thing on. I'll show you from a different angle this in a second on the other little bit. But you've got 2 little holes here, and all you do, those 2 little male bits there, they go in there. So that's the bit that touches the glass. And these ones actually say 10mm, so you know that's for 10mm thick glass. So then you push that on, and then if it doesn't squeeze on, or if it's very tight, all you've got to do is just loosen the screw, and then this should go a tiny bit more wobbly, and then you should be able to put it on then. So then what you do, you just get the bolts, and all you've got to do is just screw them in enough that they're stopping it from separating. That just means that these little parts aren't going to fall in the pond. So I'm going to use, I've got a Torx bit here, but you shouldn't really use that. Ideally you want to be using a like an Allen key, or you can get the different fittings, can't you? That are, you know, the different little drill bit heads, little screw heads that are like Allen keys. They're solid. They're not notched out like this. They just look like the end of an Allen key, because these over time twist. If you're only doing this once, it's not going to be the end of the world. But if you're doing it a few times, you'll just end up twisting it. Right, so what I've done is I've put the screw in at a slight angle, and it had pinched it. But now you can see the screws are there, and this bit's loose. So as you tighten these, so once you put your glass in, your glass can sit on top of this metal. As long as you don't drop it like this, you place it very gently, it's going to be alright. So place your glass on, and then this piece here won't move because it's screwed down. This piece will be a bit wobbly. So you just place your glass in the middle like so, and then you tighten one side at a time. So just keep tightening this side and this side and this side. Eventually you'll get to a point where it won't go anymore. And that means it's tight enough. Just do it hand tight. It doesn't have to be mega tight. These are stainless steel little bolts, so they will wear down. So be careful of that. We don't have any of the 90-degree angles in stock. They've all gone because people bought so many kits. So sorry I can't show you that today, but I will when they come back in stock, like the next week or something. The other thing I want to quickly show you is this. People have been asking me how we get in the NT Labs test kits. So that's these ones. Yeah, I've only got one light in there, so it's a bit of a nightmare. In the NT Labs pond test kits that do your ammonia nitrate, nitrate, pH, GH, KH. How do you get it exactly 5ml? People are struggling. My answer is one of these. Little 10ml syringe. So I'm gonna try and set up my little try and set this up. I'll set you up on top of the easy pod actually. So what I do, so I've got my syringe. What I do is just stick it in the water. It's gonna sound stupid this, but well, it's just gonna seem like I'm teaching people to suck eggs. If you know what you're doing, it's fine, carry on doing it. If you don't, keep on watching. So you see there's loads of bubbles at the bottom there. You can flick it and mess about doing that. I don't. What I do is I leave the bubbles in there. I just press down hard, and then I do that about 3 times. And about on the 3rd time, you'll stop hearing a little click at the end when you do it. And then when you fill it up again, you'll notice there's absolutely no bubbles in the bottom. So I'll see. I'm not sure if the camera will focus on that, but you can see there. Oh, is that, well, the amount of bubbles there are absolutely minimal. You can see there's a couple of minuscule ones. But I can just carry on going if I want to. So there we go. Got rid of them all. Well, there's always going to be some little tiny things. Well, they won't even come off if I knock this. They're not even moving. So then what you do, I'll move the camera a bit closer, just to make sure you get in the right amount. The NT Labs use 5ml, so on a 10ml one you can do 2 tests. And just so you can see it in the light, that's how you want it to look. So the bottom of that green plunger is just touching that line for the 10ml. And then what you do, again, it's all pretty simple stuff, but some people don't know it, so that's why I'm showing you. I've had 2 people ask me this week. With it getting warmer, they're concerned about the fish health. So that's going to be exactly 5ml. I've got 5ml exactly left in there, so I can go and fill up another tube with it. But I'll put it back in the pond for now. Along with that. Right, so look a bit sinister under that light. Right, so free mug giveaway. I'm going to do this based on anyone that uses the discount code. So Pippa gets you 20% off mypond.ms300. So it retails at $13.99. If you buy enough, if you spend over £99, you get free shipping. And if you use code Penelope for a kit, then that'll give you an entry into the free mug as well. So yeah, Penelope gets you 10% off a pond kit. Pippa, P-I-P-P-A, that gets you 20% off mypond.ms300. So that's only until Sunday at midnight this week. So that's bank holiday. So actually, bank holiday Monday we'll say, seeing as it's kind of like a Sunday, a bank holiday Monday, isn't it? So yeah, up until next Monday, so the last day of the bank holiday, that's when you can use the code. And then on the Tuesday, I'll do a draw at 7 o'clock at night, and I'll do a random number generator for everyone that's ordered. If you would rather your name not be used, just send me an email reply to your order confirmation saying please don't use my name, call me Jeff or Bob or whatever like that. But yeah, get a free mug. These are made by Black Star Ceramics. I've got a little star at the bottom. He's not put his brand name on it because he wasn't sure that I'd be happy with it. But yeah, absolutely amazing mugs. We went to Sandbatch Makers Markets. They're not cheap, and they weren't cheap for me to get custom made, believe it or not. But we got a batch made of them, and really impressed with them. My favourite cups to use. Really nice thick walls, nice chunky, yeah, rustic mugs. They're good. So yeah, Black Star Ceramics, thank you very much for making our mugs. But yeah, so that's all for today. The pond is clearing up. I'll just turn you around so you can have a quick look. Try and figure out what's going on with me. There we go. Right, turn you around. So pond is clearing up. Bit of patience pays off. So we're seeing almost all the way to the bottom now. So it's we're on our 3rd week. Fish have been here for 2 weeks and a few days. And can we see the retro gravity drain? No, we can't really. It's just a little shadow at the bottom. It's like over here. But yeah, the fish are there. Give them a bit. I'll give them a bit of wheat germ. Still got some of that left over. And oh yeah, one more thing. This little mess over here. I was sick of dragging the hose pipe all the way around, all the way around and through that door. And this heater that runs on the thermostat kept on coming on every time that the door was opening. So I've got a little water line. It's only a 4mm eye line. As the fish is getting the food, and that's just this here. So that runs at 3 litres a minute through a 20-inch HMA filter outside, and this jug is, I keep filling that before every time I use it, just to make sure it's taking all the chlorine out. So I do a little chlorine test. So yeah, that's about it for today. But yeah, you can't really see the fish over there. You can see them, like the kind of colour, it's got a bit more clearing to do. But yeah, I'm happy with how things are going, and that's how close I've got it. It's about 3mm. So I'm going to get a tiny little bit of rubber and just stick it on there, and that'll just make sure that this is safe, because if I trip up and fall into that, the potential that this will shatter, and we don't want that. Alright, thanks for watching. Remember, 2 codes. You got Pippa 20% off MS300, and you've got Penelope 10% off pond kits. So yeah, the 2 guys that are waiting for the discount code, you can place your pond kit orders now. Thanks very much for watching, guys.